and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. Hits inside. It's Danzy. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Plows his way ahead. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Right side, it's Graham. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Right back to it. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out wide left, it's Porter. He's dropped.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Williams. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The give on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Fighting They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out wide right, it's Smith. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looks it in. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throwing, Carr. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Got enough for the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the gun, it's Morris. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And now on second down for this offense. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Running inside, it's Bishop. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Beal. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Carr. Left side is Porter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Williams. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Walton. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Rides to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Smith.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He makes a catch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Defense all over him. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Graham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Graham. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Carr. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Second and long here. Quick give. It's Gordon. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They punted away on fourth down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Motion from the wideout. Throwing. Carr. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Right side, it's Porter. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. From deep, it's Barres. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. See some running room. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Play action, C.J. Carr. They're all over him. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Out wide left, it's Porter. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires immediately. Finds some room. Touchdown, Iron. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they swarm him under.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Carr makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Danzy. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Play action, Carr. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 40. The 20.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Running the red zone, it's Bishop. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Selling the fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, it's Williams. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of this drive. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he avoids the sack.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side, it's Davis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Push is ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Throwing, Carr. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Carr on play action. Throws to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second and long here. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. This time he's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not gonna let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it to the right. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Carr runs through the tackle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds his man.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
On the direct snap, it's Osborne. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.